The rain was pelting the ground on a warm summer night, washing away any signs of murder. Multiple voices, along with the sounds of footsteps, could be heard in the old part of town, as red and blue lights danced off the side of an abandoned building. A crowd of pedestrians had started to gather, just to get a glimpse of the horrible display that was before them. "Get these people back, Wilson," an older gentleman grumbled. He was wearing a gray trench coat with a brown hat, the kind detectives would wear back in the golden days. "This is a crime scene, not a red carpet event." "Sorry, Lieutenant, I have the barricades up," Wilson nervously replied. "You know how people flock to the site of a murder. It's hard enough just to keep the reporters out." "Just do your damn job." He flung his arms up in the air before walking over to survey the crime scene. He was aggravated and mad, but still had a job to do. What he had noticed first was how gruesome the sight truly was. This time the body was stripped of its clothes. Not only that the poor soul had been skinned and nailed to this run-down building for the world to see. The lieutenant had witnessed some brutal murders in his time on the force, but nothing to this extent. He pulled his coat tightly around himself and gave a little shiver. "Doesn't matter how hot it is in the summer, the midnight rain still sends chills throughout the body," a melancholy voice said. The lieutenant spun around to see a silhouette of a man standing before him, wearing a trench coat quite like his own, just of a different color and more, shall you say, modern. "Do you always sneak up behind people?" He walked up closer to the lieutenant, releasing a cloud of smoke from his mouth and out into the rain. "Keeps a man alive," he joked. "You taught me that." "That I remember, but I think those cigarettes will kill you first before anyone else gets the chance, right, Grant?" The guy's laugh sounded like a large bear warning others to stay away. "Who knows and who cares?" he shrugged. "Cryptic as always. So what brings you this far out of the big city?" "I was just passing through, seen the crowd and decided to stop." "Cut the shit," the lieutenant hissed. "I know you. Dead bodies being hung up in different locations, each one worse than the last. No leads or clues to who the killer could be. This is right up your alley." Grant took another hit from his cigarette before flicking it to the side. "Guess you figured me out, Harris." He looked at the body nailed to the building. "I was called and offered money from a very wealthy client to help investigate this case. Didn't think the money mattered to you." "It doesn't," Grant said. "I've been looking over this case for some time now, and by the looks of things, the killer is becoming bolder. He must not be getting the attention he's craving. Plus, a man has to make a living."